Yo, what is going on everybody? Welcome back, Fallout here, and today we have a video talking about all the new legendary weapons that you'll be using and getting in the upcoming Destiny 2 DLC, Warmind. So if it wasn't painfully obvious already at this point, I want to warn you right now that this video contains a lot of spoilers. If you're not okay with that, well then get the hell out of here. If you're okay with spoilers, well then hey, you came to the right place. So this video will be kind of almost exactly like my previous video, which if you haven't seen it, link below in the video description, whereas my other video talked all about the new exotic weapons and exotic armor that is coming to Warmind. This video will focus only on new legendary weapons. No armor, just weapons. And of course, I have to say up front that there is a really high chance, like 99.9%, that there will be way more legendary weapons in the Warmind DLC than what I'm about to show you right now. These are only the legendary weapons that we 100% know about. So why don't we get things started with the Redrix's Claymore. This is a weapon that a lot of people already know about. Bungie talked about it pretty extensively in their reveal stream for Warmind. If you don't know about it, it is a pulse rifle, and it looks very similar in design structurally to the Praedyth's Timepiece pulse rifle of Destiny 1. The Claymore in particular is going to be very difficult for the average player to earn. There is only one way to get it, and you have to grind the competitive PvP playlist to a certain point in order to receive the gun. This gun is essentially going to be your first real big reward for grinding out ranked PvP in Season 3. How it works is this: we are getting ranked play in PvP, and if you go into the competitive PvP playlist, you play games. If you win, your rank goes up. If you lose, your rank can go down. That rank for the competitive playlist is going to be called Glory, and if you level it up to a certain point, you will earn the Claymore weapon. There are going to be 6 ranked tiers in the competitive playlist in Season 3. The lowest is going to be Guardian, that's where everybody is going to start out, and then above that is going to be Brave, above that is going to be the Heroic tier, and then above that is going to be the Fabled tier. Once you hit Fabled, you'll be able to earn the Claymore pulse rifle, but that's not the highest tier. Above that is Mythic, and above that, the top tier is Legend. So essentially you have to play competitive PvP until you get to the 3rd highest tier, and then you will be rewarded with the Claymore. As for the gun itself, it is a 340 RPM pulse rifle. That's the slowest firing archetype, meaning it shoots not very quickly, but it's going to hit very hard. The gun has 2 perks. One of them is Outlaw, which is precision kills reduce your reload time, and the other is a perk that is very unique to the gun. It's called Desperado. Reloading while Outlaw is active will increase this weapon's rate of fire. That is a great weapon perk because you're going to be increasing the weapon's rate of fire, you're not going to lose any impact, and overall you're going to have a better, faster time to kill when Desperado is active. Again, earning this weapon will not be easy, but I encourage everyone to go for it. It's going to be really cool, a very challenging weapon to unlock. And you only have Season 3 to do it. Bungie did confirm that when Season 3 is over in PvP, there's going to be a new challenge, a new weapon coming in, and you will no longer be able to earn or unlock the Claymore. Up next, we have an auto rifle, the Braytech Winter Wolf, which is a kinetic auto rifle. It's a 450 RPM, which is the same archetype as the Uriel's Gift. Taking a look at the perks of this weapon in the far column, the far right column, the column 3, you have 2 options. You can either take High Impact Reserves, or you can take Zen Moment. Nothing too wild. If I'm being honest, between those two, I'd probably take Zen Moment for better stability. It's always nice to have more stability when you're using an auto rifle. In column 2, you have the choice of Armor-Piercing Rounds, which overpenetrate your targets and increase the range, or you have Tactical Magazine, a slightly bigger magazine with more weapon stability. Either of those perks are going to be fine. I would probably personally go with Armor-Piercing Rounds, not because I enjoy over-penetrating people, Kappa, but just because of the slight increase to range, which is also going to affect your gun's accuracy. It also has precision frame, so that means a more vertical, more easily predictable recoil. Overall, I think it's going to be a good auto rifle, so keep your eyes peeled for it. Next up, we have the Nerfheim Frosts. This is a kinetic scout rifle, a member of the 180 RPM archetype, meaning it fits into the same category as the Nameless Midnight or the Call to Serve. This gun I am really excited about because in column 3 we have the option of taking either opening shot, which is going to give you more accuracy and range on your opening attack, or you have the option of taking one of my favorite perks in the entire game, Kill Clip. When activated, Kill Clip is going to give you a 30% damage bonus for 5 seconds. That is absolutely huge. Normal critical hits on this gun are going to do about 48 damage to the head. Now, when Kill Clip is active, that should come in at about 60-ish, maybe 62 damage to the head. That's going to be strong enough to 4-tap anybody in the game. 4 headshots with Kill Clip on this scout rifle will put down anybody in PvP. Even 3 headshots and 1 body should do the trick. Depending on exactly how much damage it does, even 2 headshots and 2 body with Kill Clip will probably be strong enough to put down guardians of certain low resilience. What I'm telling you is that this is a damned sexy scout rifle and you should pick it up because Kill Clip is great and this thing is going to put in work for you in PvP. In column 2, you have the option of doing either appended magazine or drop magazine. Big whoop-de-doo, not really gonna make or break you. The real appeal is the fact that this gun has Kill Clip. I won't lie. Also that, and it looks cool. Moving right along, we come to the 18 Kelvins. This is an elemental sidearm of the 300 RPM variety. That's going to put it into the same archetype as the Drang, if you are familiar. Much like the previously mentioned scout rifle, this comes with the option of picking, again, opening shot or Kill Clip. It's a shame that you have to pick between the two because I really do like opening shot. Feels good on hand cannons, but I just can't not pick Kill Clip. Really excited to use this gun. Sidearms in PvP have very good time to kill, very optimal, but people don't use them very much because they don't really have the range to compete in a lot of average PvP engagements that you would find in the Crucible. That being said, try it out. It has access to accurized rounds, meaning your gun is going to have more range, more likely that you're going to be able to win those close to medium range engagements. You get Kill Clip activated and who knows, maybe you tear through 1 or 2 more guardians right there. Cool looking gun, can't wait to pick it up. Next up, we have the Braytech Osprey. This is a rocket launcher, one of a few power weapons that we are going to be talking about. This is a 15 RPM rocket launcher. It is extremely identical to the Raid rocket launcher, the Sins of the Past. Both of them come standard with the cluster bomb perk, which is great for both PvE and PvP, and both of them have a redonkulously high blast radius. And that's a good thing. You want a high blast radius in a rocket launcher, so if you, for whatever reason, don't have the Sins of the Past rocket launcher yet, keep an eye out for the Braytech Osprey. Really all I have to say about the rocket launcher. It doesn't have anything else unique or special about it, other than the fact that, like all the other guns we've talked about, it looks incredibly badass. Next up, we have the Frigid Jackal. This is a sniper rifle of the 90 RPM variety, putting it in the same category as the Maxim 11 or the Shepherd's Watch. As far as perks go, the Frigid Jackal has access to either Outlaw or Quick Draw, and Flared Magwell or Steady Rounds. If I had to pick the perks right now, I would probably take Quick Draw, always a good perk to have on a sniper rifle, and maybe Steady Rounds. That column 2 perk isn't gonna make or break you, but I always like the extra stability on a sniper rifle if I can. Again, not a huge deal. The real draw here is probably Quick Draw. Nothing else to say right now about the sniper, but in time we might be talking about it much more, because what's really important about a sniper rifle that we don't have access to right now is what the hidden aim assist value on the gun is. In time, probably my boy Mercules from the Massive Breakdown podcast will have that number. I'll check back with him, and if it's a good aim assist value, then yeah, this is going to be a great weapon. Now we have 4 very interesting weapons that all share a relatively similar name, which I will no doubt mispronounce probably about 100 freaking times. Starting off with the Aquellos SRV101. Maybe just the Aquellos SMG for short. Or is it Aquellos? I don't know. It's a Warmind SMG, okay? Elemental, 750 RPM, which, if you're keeping score at home, is the brand new SMG RPM archetype also shared by the exotic Huckleberry, which I mentioned and covered in my previous video. So in column 4 for this gun, we have a choice of either Grave Robber or Threat Detector. In column 3, we have Seraph Rounds. Rounds overpenetrate the target and bounce off hard surfaces. Nothing too crazy, but here in column 2 we have an interesting perk. This is called Disruption Break. Breaking an enemy's shield with this weapon makes them more vulnerable to kinetic precision damage for a brief period. Very interesting perk. And by the way, I have confirmation from John Wisniewski at Bungie that this perk will activate in both PvE and in PvP. I feel that very soon we might find really good uses for that Disruption Break perk. So hopefully good things to come for this weapon. Moving on, we have another Aquellos weapon, the Aquellos SRV101. If you could tell, this is a hand cannon of the elemental variety, 180 RPM, putting it right in there with the Nature of the Beast, Cold Sweat, and the West of Sunfall 7. Very small hand cannon family, that 180 RPM. It's a good one though. The optimal time to kill is 1 second flat if you're able to land 4 headshots in PvP, so this hand cannon could actually do work right off the bat if you're accurate. Weapon perks. In column 3, we have a choice of either Rampage or Threat Detector. I kind of wish that this gun had Kill Clip. That might make it really too strong, but for right now, I guess I will settle for Rampage. Again, not as strong as Kill Clip. With Rampage, you get a 10% damage buff for only 3.5 seconds. It can stack up to 3, but in PvP that almost never really happens. It'll probably be a good PvE hand cannon though, Rampage being a perk that works very well at handling low-level adds in PvE. Column 2, we got Seraph Rounds. Rounds overpenetrate targets and bounce off hard surfaces. Again, I'm just thinking that this hand cannon was kind of designed for handling low-level enemies in PvE. But hey, if it has really good aim assists, I mean, who knows? Next up in the Aquellos weapon family, we have the Aquellos SRV101. That's going to be a very badass looking shotgun of the 100 RPM variety. That's a rapid fire shotgun, much like the Perfect Paradox. I'm not saying that the shotgun is a paradox, I'm saying that it's identical to the actual shotgun in the game, also called the Perfect Paradox. In column 4, we have access to either Moving Target or Threat Detector. In column 3, we have Tactical Mag, no big deal there, and in column 2 we have an interesting perk, Trench Barrel. After a melee hit, this weapon gains increased damage, accuracy, and handling within stricter damage fall off for a short time. This is jumping out at me as a 100% PvE shotgun. Really liking the idea of that Trench Barrel perk, softening up an enemy with a melee and then just going to town, shredding him apart with this shotgun. You can probably combine this with the Sunbreaker perk Hammer Strike to really soften up enemies, and then you can just go to town on them with the shotgun. If you like playing PvE, if you like shotguns, I really think that this is going to be a very good weapon for you. Finally, for the Aquellos weapons, we come to the Aquellos SRV101, and that's going to be a sniper rifle of the 140 RPM family. Other snipers in that category, that's going to be the Widow's Bite or the Copperhead. This is the rapid fire sniper family. In column 4, we have a perk that we've seen before, that's Triple Tap, but in column 3, we have a brand new perk, Box Breathing. Aiming this weapon without firing for a brief moment grants bonus range and precision damage while it remains zoomed in. Much like the shotgun I just mentioned, I am guessing that this is going to be a very helpful PvE weapon. The extra damage from box breathing combined with getting ammo right back into the gun's magazine via triple tap, this gun is really going to put in work and just shred enemies in PvE. I'm not saying that it can't put in work into PvP, it probably could, it's probably a good sniper all around, but I'm just saying it looks to me like it was built to be used heavily in PvE. That's all the information we have right now regarding legendary weapons in the Warmind expansion. A lot of cool looking guns that I think actually have a pretty good place in Destiny 2, both in PvE and in PvP. And of course, I have to repeat myself, there's probably going to be way more legendary weapons in the Warmind expansion. It's probably going to be a lot more than what we've covered right now. But again, I can't cover weapons that I don't know. We know about these weapons, so we can talk about them. If I hear of any new upcoming weapons, I'll be sure to write them down below in the comment section. You guys can feel free to come back to this video and check to see if there are any new confirmed legendary weapons coming to the game. How do you guys feel right now? Do you like these weapons? Do you not like these weapons? Are you excited for them? Are you not? If you have any thoughts or feelings regarding these new legendary weapons from the Warmind DLC, please let me know about all your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you like this video, do the usual song and dance, give me a comment, give me a thumbs up, and if you're new here, please do me a favor and obey my every command by clicking the little gray bell. And if you get a minute, maybe follow me on Twitch too. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. See you next time.